Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another World of Warcraft Cataclysm Patch 4.2 DPS guide. As always, this is Draven from the US Burning Legion server, and today we'll be taking a look at the feared, the dreaded, the BM Hunter. In part 1 of this guide, we'll be taking a look at stats, talents, pets, glyphs, a little bit of the rotation and cooldowns, my macros, a quick rundown on my UI and my add-ons, and some general BM Hunter gameplay things. So let's not waste time and get started. Let's take a look at our stats. Just about every Hunter stat basically prioritized the same way, at least MM does, or BM and MM do. So our top stat as BM Hunters is agility. Agility translates to attack power for our pet. We want agility nom, agility nom. After agility comes hit rating to the cap of 8%. That's all you need. You don't need more than 8%. After hit becomes crit rating. Crit rating is the next highest stat for us. After crit is haste and mastery. And for BM Hunters, there really is no clear-cut winner between the two of them. You could argue it either way, I suppose. But the rule of thumb, at least when it comes to reforging, is if it comes down to crit or haste and mastery and the piece of gear already has a crit rating on it, just leave it as is long as you're hit capped. Once you get your hit cap, make sure you have crit on every piece of gear. After that, leave stuff how it is. If you prefer haste for, increased auto shots and increased cobra shots and focus regen, go for it. If you like mastery because you want to see how hard your pet can hit, go for it. I don't think it'll hurt you too bad either way. However, I have personally not messed with it. I've not simmed it. So, something you can look into. Alright, let's take a look at our stats. As always, I will be going over what I did not take as opposed to what I did take. This is the spec you want to be using for a raid environment. I did not take pathfinding because really, who needs the bonus aspect of the pack? That's ridiculous. I didn't take improved men pet, although it is a pretty nice ability. It's not often that my pet is getting disease, cursed, magic poison effects on him in a PvE environment. I didn't see it was needed. And last but not least, I did not take Crouching Tiger, Hidden Chimera because I should not be getting hit by melee. If I'm getting hit by melee, either the tanks aren't doing their job or I did something wrong in port aggro. And I've probably died already. So, PvP talent is awesome. I personally PvP as BM, but this is not a talent you want to take in a PvE environment. Now, going over to marksmanship. Efficiency. We're going to be using a lot of arcane shots. That is our focus dump after kill command. So, it's nice to lower the cost of it. Go for the throat. More focus for the pet is always good. And last but not least, sick 'em. Again, when we critically hit with our arcane shot, that's the only one you need to know about. The focus cost for our pets goes down. It's good. It's nice. Ah, damn it. Hold on, I lie. There we go. That's the spec you want for a raiding environment. 1 point in pathing and 2 points in improved serpent sting. However, these 2 points can arguably go into pathing. It's a personal preference choice. Personally, I probably would take them into pathing, but this is what you're going to find a lot of people advocating. Again, personal preference, take your pick. Now, I should state it here and now that when I do my dummy test in part 2, for the sheer sake of semi-fairness, I will be using an altered spec where I'm taking careful aim. Because yes, we're going to get a whole bunch of extra crits off of our cobra shots because the target dummy never dips under 90% health. Deal with it. I'm only doing this for the simple sake of I know you YouTube people like to see big numbers, and this will make it a little bit more comparable to the marksman video I made, so bear with it. Deal. Without careful aim, when I take these 2 points and put them over here somewhere, I do like 2k less DPS. It's a significant difference on a target dummy, not in a raid. In a raid, use this spec. Or, if you prefer, take 2 points out of here, put them into pathing. Do not, and I repeat, do not use careful aim in a raid environment. It's just not worth it. The 90% goes by so quick. Don't bother. But I will use it on the dummies for the sake of a slight amount of comparison with my marksman video. you don't like it, cry some more. It doesn't really matter. Alright, let's take a look at my pet's talents. Basically, Ice Spring, I'm using a Ferocity pet. For the target dummy, I'm basically, it's the best pet you're going to get. The pet that brings you the best single buff is the cat. They got that agility buff that, Death Knights and Warriors provide and Shamans provide. But I don't have those with me, so I'm going to be using a cat. When it comes down to pet usage, use whatever your raid needs you to use. Ask them, what do you need, guys? And they're going to tell you, we need these buffs. Bring the pet that can do that. That's all you got to know. Alright, for this, I took 2 out of 2 in Servant Swiftness, 1 in Dash, 3 in Spiked Collar, 3 in Culling of the Herd, 1 in Boar Speed, 3 in Spider's Bite, 1 in Call of the Wild, 2 in Wild Hunt, 1 in Rabid, 2 in Shark Attack, and then I just took Charge and Greater Stamina. These points, you could put Greater Stamina over into Bloodthirsty, or you could put Charge over into Bloodthirsty, or both. It really doesn't matter. Take your pick. Again, it really does not. It's not going to make a huge difference. For the safety's sake, you might just want to put both of Greater Stamina and Charge over into Bloodthirsty. But I don't want to go respect my pet, so that's what I'm going to use. Now, when it comes down to glyphs, glyphs are pretty clear cut. We don't have a lot of leeway. Primes, Kill Command, Arcane Shot, Kill Shot. The only ones that we really got is, the 3 shots we're going to be using. Well, 2 shots and then a Kill Command. It's the only thing that's really going to bring us DPS. For Majors, the only one you need to have is Glyph of Bestial Wrath. Past that, nothing is going to improve really your DPS. However, there are some good choices. And among those good choices are Misdirection. You always want to MD that pet. You need him to tank a mob or something. It's an option if you have a tank pet. Mending, which is what I took, because that Mending is going to heal your pet for a buttload. And personally, I chose Disengage. My main reason for Disengage is I PvP as BM. I only respect it to make this video, so I'm just using the same glyphs I use in PvP. I don't see how this would hurt me in a PvE environment. You could argue that you need Glyph of Mending, or you need Glyph of Misdirect, or Glyph of Trap Launcher instead, whatever it may be. If it's a fight with a lot of AoE, you would want to take Trap Launcher over Disengage, but that's what I'm using, because again, I PvP with this spec. For my miners, I chose Revive Pet. It's the only really big one that you need to have. Feign Death, it's just nice to have that, the 5-second less on it, and Lesser Proportion. There's absolutely no reason for Lesser Proportion in a PvE environment. Again, I PvP, and my pet, I don't want them to spot him when he's all big and red. So, I use Lesser Proportion to make that a little bit easier. Doesn't always help though. Alright, that's our spec, that's our glyphs, that's our stats. Let's take a look at our macros. As always, if you're familiar with my characters, I have a lot of alt modifier key macros. Basically, I hold the alt button, stuff changes. I have some other nifty, stancing macros, so I can, aspect of the fox, aspect of the hawk, whatever it may be. Macros are really subjective to the players. Whatever you feel you need, you could probably find it on Google. My only big, oh my god, macro is my 1-button trinket macro, which, if you've seen my my Marksman 4.2 video, nothing has changed. I've got Rapid Fire. I've got /use 10. I'm an engineer. Those are my gloves. My Synapse Springs. Furious Howl Rabid, Call of the Wild, Bestial Wrath is a big deal, and my potion. So there's really nothing fancy about this macro. It's just a giant conglomerate macro I use for all my specs. It's got, Ancient Hysteria in there when I got my Core Hound out. Just crap like that. So if you like it, great, take it. If you don't, you don't have to. Past that, I have no special oh my god macros that are really going to give me the edge. It's just being able to play, knowing where your abilities are, having crap hotkeyed, and being able to reach it. Alright, let's take a quick look at my UI and my add-ons. Up top, Titan panel. It's really just a utility add-on. You do not need it to increase your DPS. Down here, this chat box. This is Prat. It's just a chat box add-on. It's got a lot of nice features. I like it. Won't touch your DPS. My bars are set up like this thanks to Bartender 4. Again, it's advised. Bartender or Dominoes is advised. It gives you a lot of customability, whatever you want to call it, customization over your bars. and how you place them. I really enjoy the add-on. Some of them are in circles, and they all have this green outline thanks to button facade. Totally cosmetic, won't touch your DPS. My map is right here thanks to sexy map. Totally cosmetic, not going to help you. I have art around my target frames and health frames thanks to an add-on called Squid frames. Totally cosmetic and not going to help. Now we get into the good ones. Omen, you need to have Omen. Everybody needs to have Omen. If you don't have Omen, go get it. If you can't get it, find a way to get it. You need Omen. If you don't know how much threat you're pulling, you need to have Omen. Or you need to have some way to gauge your threat. Up here I got Skada. Down here I've got Recount. Basically the exact same thing. However, when I'm raiding, I'll set 1 to heals and 1 to DPS, and I'll track a lot of different stuff, blah blah blah. Nothing fancy. This is my heads-up display. It's called DHUD 3. Basically what it does is lets me track my focus and my health really quickly, and my pet's health. It's just a nice quick reference. You know, if my orange bar is halfway down, I've got like, 55 focus, whatever it may be. It's just a nice way for me to personally track how much focus, how much health I have without looking down at my bars, or without looking at my health bars. And the big add-on that I personally enjoy is this one right here. It's called ForteXorcist. And what makes this add-on really nice is it tracks your cooldowns. It could track specific cooldowns. I have mine configured to track a certain few. It can track all kinds of stuff, man. Like, just check it out. It's a great add-on. It's nice for internal cooldowns on trinkets. It's nice for procs, and it's nice to track your enchanting light weave stuff on your back. Just all kinds of stuff. It's incredibly customizable. A great add-on. I advocate it. I love it. And last but not least, my power auras. Who could forget the power auras? This character has, for BM spec, a fair amount, a fair amount of power auras. These are the ones I use. These green ones right here basically just yell, Serpent Sting's not on the target, put it up. This tells me that I have my rapid fire active. It's just nice to track that. This tells me I have my my beast within activated. It's nice to know that. Up here is my trinket proc called Twisted from the trinket Cyclone whatever off of Halphus, Essence of the Cyclone. And then right in the middle, it's nice to immediately know which stance I'm in if I switch to aspect of the fox or if I'm in aspect of the hawk. It is immediately nice to know without searching for buffs. Again, those are great ways to optimize your play, to optimize your DPS. If you don't have power auras, I suggest you get it, mess around with it, learn how to use it. It will help you. I believe that is everything I need to cover for part 1. I'll go ahead and save cooldown usage and rotation for part 2 of the video where I actually do my test. But there you guys go. There's stats, specs, talents, pets, my general setup, my macros. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned some stuff if you didn't know. Please, if you need help on the combat portion of playing a BM Hunter, check out part 2 of the video. It's really going to help. Rate, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, tell your guildies. Let me know what I'm doing right. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. If you think I'm an idiot, if you think I'm awesome, whatever, just let me know. That stuff helps me get better, helps me create better videos. I thrive off of you guys' comments and your guys' interest. So, there you go. BM Hunter Part 1. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in Part 2. Later.